Hi guys, so today, obviously last week I went to Auckland and I just got back like in the weekend, so yeah. You might have seen my collection of vlogs that I uploaded on Tuesday. If you have, then you should go see, because there's footage of the Five Sauce concert, there's footage of everything else. And today, on Talk Thursday, I'm going to talk about my concert experience. So if you want to see some concert footage, then you should go and see my vlog collection stuff. But anyway, today I'm going to be talking about my concert experience. So that was on the 18th of June in Auckland's Vector Arena, which was the same day as Jack Barricat's birthday from All Time Low actually, which was cool. So I'm just going to give you a total kind of description of what my day was like. So we got up, and in Auckland, as we were staying, around where we were staying was just made on hills. The one leading up to the main road was like this, and then there was one like this, and it was pretty horrible. So we had to walk up this hill, and after that we went to Starbucks because obviously we had no Wi-Fi, because where we were staying had no Wi-Fi. So we had to go to Starbucks just so we could use some Wi-Fi, although my friend had her data, and I don't have that because I'm not on a plan. So I had to go to Starbucks. So I brought some Starbucks, we sat down, we used the Wi-Fi for a little bit, then we left and we started walking to the arena, and I cannot tell you how sore my feet were that day, because my feet were sore from the day before when we were walking around the zoo and around the city and doing some exploring. My feet were aching up a storm. So that was not a pleasant walk at all, and we got lost on the way there, and we had to change our direction completely, which was so annoying. But eventually we did make it to the arena, and they already asked, are you in Soundcheck? And obviously we were doing Soundcheck, so we were like, yeah. And they said that they were already lining up for it, and this was like at 12 o'clock in the day, and I was like, why so early? But anyway, they gave us numbers. So I had the number 25 and Kirsty had number 26. So we sat there, we were allowed to leave for 30 minutes at a time to go get food or whatever, so we went and got Subway for our lunch, and then we went back. But then it was actually sunny and hot when we left the apartment that morning, but when we got to the arena and we actually had to sit outside, it was freaking freezing. So me being me, because I'm a bit of an idiot when it comes to weather, I didn't take a jacket or anything, so I was freaking freezing. My friend hadn't brought a jacket or anything either, so she was freezing. So I went to the merch tent when it opened, and I brought a $90 Five Sauce hoodie just to keep warm, which to me is worth the money, but considering that I borrowed money off my mum, that was probably not the best idea. But, you know, I don't really care that much. I'd still have to pay that money back. But it'll be fine, eventually. But it was worth it just to keep warm, because freaking it was freezing. So I gave Kirsty the light hoodie that I was wearing, and it was light, so it wouldn't have done much to keep her warm. It wasn't doing much to keep me warm, which is why I went and brought another one. So yeah, I did that, and I brought some other things from the merch tent as well. So I thought I would just, because if you've seen my vlog, I would have shown you briefly what I got, but I thought that I'd show you here as well. Now, the hoodie that I brought to stay warm is in the wash at the moment, obviously, because I wore it at the concert. But I also got this one, which has the Five Sauce skull there, and it has the Good Girls crosses on the sleeves, which I thought was really cool. Really long on the sleeves, but I really like my jerseys that way. I also got the tour program, which is somewhere, which I can't find. I'll have to find it, and then I'll show you guys that one day. But if you haven't seen it, it's just got Michael's hairy legs on the front, and then it's got like stuff throughout it and posters and different things, so it's really cool. I also got a poster which I haven't put up yet, so I can't really show you that either, and it's just like the tour poster. So I got that as well, but obviously if you've seen my room in other videos, such as the wall behind me, there is no room to put any more, so I'm gonna have to redesign my room a bit to do that. Another thing that I got is I got a singlet as well, which I haven't worn yet, so it's kind of folded up, but it looks like this. Now, if you're a Five Sauce fan and you've known Five Sauce for a while, you will notice the absence of the tally mark, and seriously, everything on the merch, nothing had a tally mark. and I just felt it. I was like, I've been a fan since 2012 and this was really emotional for me. So I wasn't very happy about that. But I guess, you know, gotta move on, gotta put up with it, and yeah. So anyway, and then I got this, which is one of their ketchup things if you've been a fan for a while. In the last, like, since this tour started, they've been taking photos of ketchup on tour. This is that ketchup dog, so I was like, I must have it. So I have that. The next thing I'm going to show you is what came in the VIP merch pack. So I was kind of disappointed with it because I thought they'd have like a printed bag to put it in, or there'd be more conventional stuff in it. But yeah, so I'm just going to show you this. This is the thing that we had to have around our necks for the sound check. So it looks like that on one side, and it looks like that on the other side. And we had to wear it around our necks the whole time because otherwise we weren't allowed into sound check. So we had that. And then in the merch pack I only had two things. So the first thing is it has fingerless gloves that look like that. Actually that's upside down, so if I hold it that way you can see the 5 sauce symbol. So it has that, and then we got this random thing which is like a sweat towel, and it opens like that. Obviously I'm not going to use it as that. I'm thinking that I'll probably stick it on my wall as like a wall towel. Banner type thing for my bedroom wall. Probably. So yeah. This video is probably ending up really long, guys, because I've got a lot to tell you. So what was the last thing I was talking about? I was talking about the merch tent. Okay, so then after that we had to wait in line for ages until we got to check in for soundcheck. Now, they actually decided they were going to check in for soundcheck a lot earlier than they'd told us originally. So when the people started checking people in for soundcheck, I didn't actually have my concert ticket because I had to buy it off someone that was going to the concert. We were meeting at the concert and then I was buying it off them. But they hadn't gotten there yet, so I kind of had to wait until they got there before I could do anything. So luckily I still got my soundcheck number, but I had to wait to sign in to soundcheck because I didn't have my ticket. And I had to sell on my other ticket that I had to someone that came, and she came eventually as well while we were waiting in line to go into soundcheck. So we got put into another line to go into soundcheck. So we did that, and then we waited, and then we were allowed in, and we had to line up again. So we did that, and then we finally got to go into soundcheck. So this is one of the most awesome parts. So we go in, we get our seats, and me and my friend are in the front row of soundcheck, directly in front of the runway for the stage, which is where 5 Sauce would be sitting for the question part of soundcheck. So we were sitting directly in front of them. So anyway, 5 Sauce comes out on stage and they do 2 songs, but they actually did 2.5 for us because they did Beside You and Voodoo Doll, and then they did half of Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses, and it was really, really cool because I love Guns N' Roses, so that was really cool. So when they came on stage, like, I like, it's hard to believe it even happened now. It feels like a dream. Like, it's really hard to like, the reason why it took so long to make this video is because I'm still trying to process it. Like, this diary entry I'm actually reading to you from here, like, it took me another 3 days to write. I started writing it on the day of the concert, like, after it. But then I was like, I can't. And I still can't believe it happened. And it still feels like a dream that I saw them. And yeah. But I'm going to try my best to tell you. So I'm reading all the facts and things that I wrote down about what happened at Soundcheck. So I'm just going to read them to you. It's like this list. So I told you the songs they're going to play. But you could see my experience, like, because I was really close to him. And I was on that side of his face. And I was like, shit. Even closer to his eye than I thought. Ashton was missing at the start of soundcheck, so Mike and Callum tried playing the drums for him, and they were like, where the hell is our drummer? And it was really cute. And Ashton was wearing a beanie and Mike was wearing a snapback, and it was like, wow. I got to see that in real life, and it was amazing. Mike said it was the stupidest soundcheck they've ever done because of everything silly that was happening. It was really cool. Michael tried to bring swag back and everyone booed him. Because who wants swag? Nobody wants that. It's so old. It's just like YOLO. No one wants that. So yeah, we were all booing him. Even the boys were booing him. They were like, no, no, Michael, no. And yeah, it was really cool. Michael's hair was still dyed black during Soundcheck, so he hasn't changed it before he came to New Zealand. Still hasn't changed now either, it's still black. Ash was being inspirational rather than being silly. The other guys were being kind of silly, and he was just being really serious and really inspirational with us, so it was a nice change. Luke looks a lot shorter in person. Oh my god, I saw him performing on stage and I was like, how are you a giant? Everyone's saying you're this big giant and stuff, and I was like, you look so short in person. And Luke is still not funny. Like, everyone's just like, oh, he can be funny. Luke's not funny. He has that really dry humour that unless you have dry humour, you don't understand it. I understood it because I have quite dry humour. But unless you have that dry humour, then you don't understand it at all. Luke tried speaking like Yoda. That was weird. Callum and Mike switched instruments, but Mike couldn't play beside you on the bass, and Ash refused to play until they switched the instruments back. And then he was like, oh, the band's breaking up, like joking and stuff, and it was really cool. Luke was sitting directly in front of me during Soundcheck, like literally, he was like 2 feet in front of me. Like he could have reached out with his foot and kicked me in the face, that's how close we were, and I was just like, looking at it. I probably freaked them out a little bit. And it was really, really cool. I made a lot of eye contact with all of them. Mostly Luke and Ashton though. But yeah, it was really, really cool. I still can't believe it even happened. Like, I was trying to not cry the whole time. I was like, I don't want to embarrass myself that much. During Beside You, there was a Mook moment, and during the concert there was Mook moments as well, and I was like, I'm seeing those in real life, and it was amazing. They got asked a question about if they could only listen to 2 songs for the rest of their life, what would it be? And they decided to do a band answer, so their answers were one by Metallica and Jesus is Suburbia by Green Day. Good choices. They were also asked if you could change something about you or something that happened to you, what would it be? And Mike said my burns, and Callum agreed with him, and I was like, oh, that reminds me of the tweets that they did, and oh, my poor heart. They were also asked to have a dance off, and none of them were agreeing, and then they put on some music, and then Mike got up and break danced. That was awesome. And after Sweet Child of Mine, as they were leaving the stage, Luke said something into Mike's microphone, and then before Michael left, he wiped his microphone. He was like, mine. And it was really funny. So that was amazing. And then we got out of Soundcheck, and obviously, if you'd seen my vlog video, I actually did a little vlog after Soundcheck about it. But I did say that I was going to do this video, so that's why that did it. So the next thing that happened is we had to wait around. We had some drinks. They were selling some alcohol at the arena, so we had some bourbon and coke. And we did that with some friends, and we had some chips, and we just sat around and kind of chilled talking to people. And then it was time to go into the arena into the stage area again for the actual concert. Now my seat at the concert was actually 3 rows back from where I was sitting during Soundcheck, in the 4th row. So I was actually really still close to the stage, so that was amazing. But I had one dilemma during the concert, and that was that my portable charger decided not to be working, so my phone only had like 50% charge, so I had to try and make that last the whole concert because my digital camera just was not reacting well to the lights. So that happened. It was really, really cool. I'm kind of jealous of my friend because she was like a few seats away from Callum Hood's mum, and I was like, oh my god, and she was telling me about it, and I'm kind of jealous, but yeah. So State Champs opened for them. They were really, really cool. I might start listening to them a bit because they were quite cool and I liked them. Before the concert actually started though, before State Champs came on, they had like these screens that they have in the arena as they do, and they were playing like music videos and music and stuff on them. They played Hey Violet like freaking 9 times. So after like the 2nd time it played, everyone was like, no, because we didn't want to listen to it anymore. We were kind of sick of it. We wanted to listen to more of the Green Day and stuff they were playing before it and after it. So yeah. And then 5 Sauce came on, and it was just this giant shitstorm of feelings, and everyone screaming, and the screaming was really freaking loud. Like, my ears, like, I couldn't even hear for 3 days after that because it was so bad. People have to yell at me to talk to me. It's a bit better now. I can hear things better, which is good. I still got eye contact with Luke from the stage. Like, I know that sounds weird because who can see with the lights and stuff? But I did, and it was kind of weird because I'm not a Luke girl, but keep having eye contact with Luke, and it was cute. So I want to tell you what the set list was. So I'm going to tell you something that I thought was weird about the set list afterwards, but for now I'm just going to read it. So their set list went End Up Here, Out of My Limit, Heartbreak Girl, Voodoo Doll, Permanent Vacation, Don't Stop, Disconnected, Long Way Home, Rejects, Heartache on the Big Screen, Wrapped Around Your Finger, Amnesia, Beside You, Everything I Didn't Say, American Idiot, Kiss Me, She Looks So Perfect, and then the encore was Good Girls and What I Like About You. So they didn't do Pizza, which was sad, but they did a song in the middle, which you would have seen a bit of if you see my vlogs, where Michael was singing some random thing about his burns, and then Luke goes onto this guitar solo that was just never ending, and it was really cool. But the other thing that I noticed that they didn't do 18 during their set. So my friend thinks that it could possibly be because it's just not the same sound as the rest of their songs, but I also think it's because all of them are over 18 now. Like, Luke's almost 19, and all of the rest of them are all like 19 and 20 now, or 21. I'm not sure. I can't remember quite well. Can't keep up with it. But anyway, that's what I think is that. So if you guys have an opinion on that, leave a comment below, and I'd be interested to hear your opinions about that. So it was it was a long set, so that, if you weren't counting along with me, it was 19 songs during their set. So they were on stage for a really long time. I actually cried during Wrapped Around Your Finger. It's my favourite 5-star song, hands down, and it just made me cry so much. It was also funny during Wrapped Around Your Finger because Mike dropped his mic stand, like he knocked it over, and then he just laughed, and it was so cute. So I'm just going to tell you a few things that happened during the concert that were most memorable. So Callum's 9-year-old cousin Colin was pulled up on stage to play Callum's bass. There were a lot of Mook moments, which was really cute. At one point, Luke started the guitar solo and it wouldn't stop, which is what I said, after Mike was singing his Burn song. Callum got us to light up our phones during Amnesia, so it was like space, he said it was like space. So we all loaded up, and I got a film of that during my vlogs as well, so if you want to see that, you should go see that. And they talked about kiwis, and Mike said they could fly, and Luke was talking about pecking. That was really funny. And then Ash was being inspirational on stage again. And their voices sounded kind of high at first during the concert, and then they evened out towards the end. And I wasn't the only one that thought that, because my friend agreed with me, and I was like, oh my god, I wasn't the only one, because I thought it was just me. It was, hands down, the best day of my life. I can't even tell you, like, that whole trip was just, I needed that trip so bad. And I can't wait to go to, hopefully they'll come back, and I can't wait to go again, and go and experience it and stuff, because it was just so amazing, and I'm actually getting emotional talking about it. Can you see that? Teary-eyed. Because I still can't believe it happened. And it was so amazing. It was more amazing than I thought, because of the Soundcheck thing and how we ended up in the front row and stuff. So amazing. And it was just a really good trip, and I loved it so much. And yeah, unfortunately we didn't get to meet them, but maybe that's something that will happen in the future, hopefully. And yeah, so that's the end of this video, guys. Just my little review of what happened at the concert. That's been going for a while on the timer up there, so yeah, it's quite long. But it was so amazing, and yeah, so that is the end. So I will see you guys on Tuesday for Tag Tuesday, and another video on Talk Thursday, which will be obviously the June favourites. I'm sorry that's going to be at the start of July, but I had to do this video this week, so yeah, that's going to happen. Give me a big thumbs up if you really like this video, and subscribe and all that shit if you haven't, and yeah, more fun to come, and I can't wait to share more of my life with you guys, because you guys are like my therapist. So yeah, guys, bye!